doing my first story time today. You know what I'm saying? Take two. Take it. Yes, honey. I heard the girls wanted me to give a brand new intro, so here it goes. What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. Period. What's going on, everybody? I am back again 3 times in less than 2 weeks. Yeah. Get into it. Woo! I actually want to come to you guys today. This is a very special occasion, you know. You don't know what it is yet because I didn't tell you. Pipe down, sis. Pipe down. You in the back, pipe down. I'm talking. It is about a very special woman in my life. You know. No, for real. It's about my aunt, who is a very special woman in my life. The most special woman in my life, aside from my mother and the woman who raised me. I'm gonna tell you how I met my aunt, my father's sister. So, this one day, I'm at home. At this time, I'm living with my mother, my birth mother, and I get this phone call from my brother. Now, you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, he has a brother. Yeah, I have too, right? But I get a call from my younger brother, and I think it's my older brother, right? And they're calling this is not a social call, you know, they're actually calling. Now, mind you, me and my younger brother at that time were not on the best of terms. So when I pick up the phone, I'm thinking it's my older one, you know? So I'm carrying on conversation, whatever. Not even realizing that, you know, these are 2 different people. This is not who you think you're talking to. So we just carrying on conversation. Let me fix this camera a little bit. Okay. So you can see all the curves and whatnot. Wait. Gotta hide the evidence. So I'm carrying on conversation with who I think is my oldest brother. And then I'm like, you know, and I say his name. He hasn't been introduced to the channel yet, so I'm not gonna say his name on the channel. All right, so I say his name, and he like, no, this is such and such. And I'm like, oh. So I couldn't turn the angry button on. That's phony, and I don't get down like that. So I just became cordial. I'm like, okay, well, now I know I'm talking to you. I'm not on good terms with you, but this conversation was going well. I'm not about to be the one to mess it up now. So he then goes and tells me that my grandfather, my father's father, has died. And if anybody knows me, they know that I don't really know how to take news like that. I don't freak out, but I don't know what to say. I'm not that person you want to call and have an actual conversation with when somebody in your life close to you passes. I'm somebody you can call and you can vent to when that happens, but to expect a response from me is asking a bit much. Because I don't even know what to say. I'd be at a loss for words. It's sad, and what do you do but cry? You know what I mean?
Sorry. Okay.
So then he goes on to let me know that, the funeral is this day, and, do you want to go? I'm like, of course. I think at that time, I believe I had graduated high school, and I was already working, and I was off, I believe. I think that's how it went. Don't quote me. Okay? So then, time passes. Then it's, the morning of. They come to get me in the morning. My youngest brother's mom comes to get me from my mom's house. And my mom and her weren't on the, good terms either. So I'm like, how is this finna go? I'm not trying to see no brawl. It's too early in the morning. I still got crust in my eyes. I'm not trying to see this go down. But anyway, they're completely cordial. I'm happy to see it. This is good. So I get in the car with my younger brother's mom, and we're chopping it up a little bit. It's a little ways from where I live to where they live. Not gonna disclose that. You're not gonna be, I might have some people looking for me. All right, so yeah, so we're chopping it up, small talk, whatever, and then we get back to her house where both of my brothers are. They're upstairs getting, still, putting the final touches together. From what I remember, I sat downstairs at first because we'll get into me and my brother's dynamic on maybe a different story time. I would like for them both to be a part of it so we can all tell our side, But it was a little awkward because, I didn't have a relationship with them growing up. Again, another another story time. It's not our faults. It's not our faults. So when I went upstairs, his mom told me, she was like, you can go upstairs if you want to, they upstairs. And, I felt a little off. I felt more comfortable, on the couch. But I went upstairs, to join them. I spoke, I believe I spoke. Then I just sat there. It was very awkward. So fast forward to the car ride. So all of us get in the car. I get in the passenger seat. Of course, his mom is driving, and my two brothers are in the back. Now, it was no surprise because, again, they were in their own little world, and I was in my own little world, again, not our fault. So, me and her are chopping it up, and they're in the back having their own separate conversation. At some point, both of them merge, and, we just having it's cool, I guess. I don't really remember, the way they're like that as far as, the vibe. It wasn't stank or anything like that, but, so we're traveling to Baltimore, mind you. Never been to Baltimore in my life, and I never plan on going back because if you've ever been to Baltimore as a tourist, the driving is bananas, and then the way the streets are set up is so closed in. It's ridiculous. It's like New York has better streets to drive on compared to Baltimore. It's crazy. So we get there, and I'm like, I'm not feeling any kind of way because I never got the opportunity. Excuse me. Okay, so put a pin in that.
What? No, don't do that.
Years prior to my grandfather passing, I did have the opportunity to meet him. I had got a phone call, I believe it was from one of my brothers, and they let me know that, hey, Grandpa's in town and he wants all three of us to come out with him to lunch and, chop it up, whatever. He finally gets a chance to meet me, and I couldn't go. I had a already paid for trip that same weekend he wanted to hang out. So I literally couldn't. I wanted to, but I couldn't. Especially because I didn't get a chance to meet my father, So go back to when we arrived at the funeral home. Very big, very, very big funeral home from what I remember. They spent a good coin. Okay. So I get there and I'm not really feeling any kind of way. I'm not really feeling sad or just anything. I'm just there in my present to support my family, and my grandfather was my family too, and it was just no doubt in my mind when I was asked that I want to go, if I wanted to go, I'm going. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. So we get in there, and I believe everyone was seated, so we just pretty much had to find our seating. So how the seating arrangement went, how we sat. It was my youngest brother's mom on the end, then it was my younger brother, then it was my eldest brother, then it was me. So I, of course, no one in the room I knew, because other than them, on my father's side, because a lot of my mom's family and a lot of my father's family I've never met. So this is a room full of family that I don't know. So this is, I didn't feel any kind of way. I just felt like I was in a room full of strangers. It's kind of like when you get on a bus a public transit bus, you know. You're kind of like, okay, I don't know these people, you know, I'm just here. So, you know, the funeral's going on, and they begin to, I think different people went up there and told, you know, different stories about him. And through the different stories, I'm like, this man is a lot like me. Like, a lot like me. Like, things that he would say, do, react, like, ways he would react, you know. Like, I'm like, this man would have been a key, you know? It would have been like meeting an older version of myself or something. Kind of like going to the future. You know, you get what I'm trying to say. Then, you know, the funeral lets out, and then, you know, we start like meeting all these people. Like, we didn't just up and go. Like, this was like the opportunity, the ultimate opportunity, the first opportunity to meet my family. Now, I'm not the type of person that's gonna go up to somebody I don't know and just be like, oh, hi, how you doing? I'm Javon. Like, that's just not me, you know? But, like, I started shaking hands and hugging a few people, and then I came across this one particular woman. And, you know, beautiful woman, dark skin, beautiful hair, nice smile. Like, she just would not stop smiling. And I'm like, oh, ma'am, it's a funeral. What's happening? You know, but she was so excited to meet me. And, like, it was nothing but, like, positive, just all up and through. Like, she was just so, it was like a light. Like, she was like a light at the end of the tunnel. Like picture that. Like, you know, she was just very upbeat, perky, and just was ready to just dive right in there as far as you know, like a relationship. Like she was like, let's do this. Let's, you know, so excited. And, you know, we take a picture together. It's her, you know, the way it was her, me, I think my youngest brother, and then my oldest, or either it was, like, flip it. But we took a picture. I remember like it was yesterday. I had on this brown jacket. She had on black, you know, naturally. And my brothers had on black as well, I believe. And I had a low cut. My eldest brother had braids at the time, and my youngest had a low cut too, I think. But yeah, you know, I believe, did we exchange numbers that day? Like, she was very much, I remember her out of everyone, and you must be wondering who I'm talking about. I'm talking about none other than my aunt. The closest person to me to this day. But we're gonna get to that. You guys gotta be patient. I feel like I'm being rushed.
Excuse me?
So either we exchanged numbers that day, or some time passed and we connected through my brother. I'm not entirely sure. So we started to, you know, converse over the phone, and it was very much, it gave me the feeling almost exactly like when I got back in touch with my my eldest and my youngest brother. This warm feeling of, it just was a familiar feeling, and it was just so welcome, and it was so beautiful. You know, so it didn't dive right in there. You know, I don't think either one of us are those kind of people who just jump right in there and just like, oh, tell me your deepest, darkest secret. Like, no, we're like, you know, let's just ease our way into this. You know what I mean? I just could not believe that I was finally in touch with probably one of the closest people to my my father. And I don't know, like, it's still to this day, it gives me like this warm feeling. It's kind of like I'm not talking to him, but it's kind of like she's my connection, if that makes any sense. So yeah, speed it along, because it's a lot of memories I can take y'all through, but I ain't got that much, you know. Well, we can make that time, but you know, it's way too much memories to just go tit for tat. I'm just telling you how we got up to how we are today. So that is how I met her. How the relationship formed was when she made one simple comment. I was telling her a story about something, and I think I cursed by accident. And you know, I'm very big on respect. I'm not a respect my elders person, because I'm more of a you respect me, I respect you. But I felt like as my aunt, I shouldn't be cursing in the middle of a conversation with her, like, or around her, at her, anything like that. So how I knew the relationship was gonna blossom is she made one statement. She said, "Oh no, don't worry about it." Like when I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse," and she was like, "No, don't worry about it. You know, be yourself." I said, "Ma'am, be myself. Be myself." Ooh, child. Wait. Let me fix this wig, child. Mm-mm. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm like, that. You say no more. Like, honey, I curse like a sailor, and I just didn't know like what kind of relationship this was gonna be. Like, starting like I said, I was like not trying to curse, and like I curse all the time. Not no more, you know. But like at that point in life, like I curse all the time, and I'm like, I don't want to be disrespectful, or I don't want her to take offense to my potty mouth. But y'all, when she gave me the green light, I stepped on the gas. You understand me? I'm not one of them drivers that, you know, they'll be in front of the line in traffic and the green light come on and they still stopped. No, ma'am. You give me the green light and I'm out of here. I'm taking off. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's exactly what our relationship did. It took off. Like, it took off, and we touched on things that I've never spoken to anyone about. Like, this woman has been such a positive influence on me. She has just come into my life, I feel like, at the perfect time. Because I always believe that God knows exactly, you know, when to drop certain blessings in your life, and she has definitely been that. Now, I don't want to talk it up like we don't have our tiffs. We're strong individuals. She's a Sag, I'm an Aries. We're gonna get into it, and we have our own minds. But at the end of the day, the respect has never not been there. You know what I mean? And she and I relate on a lot of different things. We're very similar. And it's like, I can call her about anything. And I do. I call her every day if I can. And just talk to her about anything. Even if I don't have anything to talk about, I just want to hear her voice. Like, because she's not inside of my mind, and she literally can't feel my emotions. She'll never know like what she brings to the table, like what she does for me, like in my life. Like, I call this lady for man advice, work advice, financial planning, how to cook stuff, how long to cook it for, and what specific stuff to buy to cook it, and you know, what temperature to put it on. Like, I don't know none of that stuff. Like, you know, and she's been such a as much as a wordsmith I am, like when I get to talking like stuff like this, I don't be knowing what to say. But she's been such a beautiful person. She really is, inside and out. And, you know, I don't play about her. You know, she's such a beautiful person, and I'm just beyond grateful for her. Honestly. And I'm not an emotional person, so I'm not gonna. Y'all ain't finna see me cry, no ma'am. I really do love my aunt. I have to say, she's probably, excuse me, the first person who I can honestly say, I love you. I say all that to say, today is a very special day. Today is the day my auntie, my good Judy, turned 21. Okay? And I just wanted to get on here. This is my gift from me to you, because you're the one, the only one. You know, while it was my initial idea, you pushed me to do these videos for YouTube. You pushed me to get consistent, and I'm still working on it. I'm a work in progress, but I couldn't think of a better gift than to give to you other than a tribute video. And I just want to say that I love you and happy birthday.